everybody, this is Coach Yadi and this is Valerie, and thank you for tuning in. This week we were supposed to talk about the different weight loss methods that don't seem to work, and we are going to talk about Valerie's update about what has gone on. And, there's always little bumps in the road and things like that, and it happens to everybody. So I'm not here to paint a pretty picture. I'm here to talk about the real things that do happen in everyday life. And, we must fall in order to rise. So I think that this is what we're going to talk about mainly today. And actually, Valerie gained 2.2 pounds, so which we're going to talk about why that happened. So Valerie, can you tell us a little bit of why you gained 2.2 pounds in this past week?
Probably I would emotional eating. When I'm stressed out or having problems at home, I tend to eat things that I shouldn't be eating.
Right, but how do you feel about continuing on and not giving up?
When I talked to you yesterday, you gave me a lot of good advice as to what to do when I feel the urge coming on, just to eat for no reason other than stress, anxiety, issues with relationships and stuff like that. You had told me to get a hobby or to go walking every time that feeling is triggered, or what was another one? What you told me to do?
Well, instead, you can do such things as you can go to Barnes & Nobles and, pick up a book, or if you have kids, go out with your kids, take them out to the park.
Right.
Do something that's a little bit more active instead of doing destructive to yourself because you know that you're going to beat yourself up later for it. Do something constructive. And, instead of thinking or, correlating your emotions with something bad, let's try to, even though that you're feeling bad, let's try to turn it into something good. And that's really what it's about. And the whole thing is that, I don't know if you watched, these TV shows like the celebrity makeovers that they do. Sometimes they weigh them and they've gained, 5 pounds, or they didn't lose the amount of weight that they were, told to lose. And what I want to say is that it happens to everybody, and it's only normal for this to happen, but this is what's going to give you a backbone, and this is what's going to make you stronger in the end. We all in life have to go through certain struggles in order to always rise and get better and do better. So that's what I really, really want to say. Can you tell me in the past what kind of diets you did? Because I don't really want to call this, what we're doing here, a diet. I think it's more of a lifestyle change.
Right.
But can you tell us, in the past, what things did you do? Did you do Weight Watchers, or did you do...
Yep. I did Weight Watchers. I did Jenny Craig. With Jenny Craig, they actually, the food is already prepared, and I got really bored within 1 week. I did lose a small amount of weight, but it was just difficult conforming to what they wanted you to eat. I like to be a little more creative with the food. So the restrictions were the drawback with Jenny Craig. With Weight Watchers, I never even went to a meeting. I paid the money and just expected the weight to fall off. So I couldn't even begin to tell you how Weight Watchers works because I never ended up going to the meeting. I'm not into diet pills. I never did the diet pills or the cookies, or I never tried any of those. Never did a liquid diet. But so Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, and...
Did you ever not eat at all and decided, did you ever do any of that stuff?
Well, no, not purposely. Just, I have very bad eating habits. Not to lose weight, though. But that's what we're working. I just have I had actually, prior to this diet, horrible eating habits, and it wasn't even to lose weight. Because of my job and I'm busy all day, I would literally not eat all day. And then when I would leave work, I would go home and I would eat anything I saw, I would just eat and eat and eat. So it wasn't even like a weight loss gimmick for me. It was just horrible eating habits.
Right. And do you feel that that you're eating now, is it difficult for you to eat, or do you not like it?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I fit it into my daily schedule now. So I understand that I have to. So if I don't, I'll continue to gorge when I go home. But no, and what I find is by eating every couple hours. When I go home, I'm not even thinking about food.
Good. You know what we're going to do, instead of, continuing to talk about this little setback, we're going to move forward, and we're going to continue, and like I told you, I made a commitment to you, and we're going to stick with this for 24 weeks, all right? No matter what happens, I'm going to stick by your side, and I think that that's extremely important. I think that for those of you that are out there, you could possibly find some kind of support group, or if you don't have a personal trainer, you can always search for websites that do tend to help. And I wouldn't say, maybe for her, Jenny Craig or Weight Watchers didn't work. That's not to say that for some people it doesn't work. So you have to kind of do the trial and error and experience for yourself, what works for each individual, because each individual is always going to be different. So I'm going to teach you today a couple of exercises that I want to incorporate into your program. Alright guys, I'm back. So I'm going to show you right now the 4 exercises that I'm going to have Valerie do, and she's going to perform 3 sets of 15 repetitions of each of these exercises. This is just to condition her body a little bit, and this is to tailor it to basically what she needs. So some of these exercises may be useful for you. So we're going to start off right over here. I'm going to do a push-up up against the wall, or you can do it up against like a very high counter. This is a push-up, but it's very modified. So what you want to do is you want to scoot your feet back, get into a straight plank position, and you want to squeeze your butt cheeks together. That way you maintain your abs tight, and it helps you protect your back. So you're going to come down like this, and then you're going to push yourself right back up. Make sure that your chest is straight, and everything is in perfect alignment. So that's the first one. That's a push-up. Okay, the second one that I'm going to do is a squat. Okay, this is a very basic movement because we all do this when we even go to the toilet, right? So you're here like this. You want to push your hips back, and right when you get to about a 90-degree angle, you're going to come up, and then you're going to squeeze your butt cheeks tight. So I'm going to have Valerie do this as well. She's going to come all the way down as far as she can make it and do 15 repetitions of that. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of a pulling movement, and this is a band. So this one's a green one. It's pretty heavy in the resistance, so Valerie probably won't be able to get more than 15 repetitions on this. So you're going to stand hip width apart, bend your knees slightly, you're going to stick your chest straight out, and then you're going to pull in towards you and squeeze the back muscles. Let it extend, and then come right back and repeat. Alright, so this is for the pulling motion. So now I've shown you 3. It's pushing, squatting, and now pulling. The last one I'm going to do is rotation. So actually I'm going to use the same band to do this, and I'm going to lower it a little bit. And Valerie's much taller than I am, so she'll be able to do this perfectly. So all you have to do is kind of like lift it in the door. You're gonna hold this right here in between your chest. You're gonna have your feet a little bit wider than hip width, just for a little bit more balance. And what I'm gonna have Valerie do is rotate, but without rotating. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna walk it out like this, keeping the feet straight all the way until there's enough resistance, and you keep this right in the middle. And then you're gonna walk yourself back in. This is a pretty tough exercise actually, but it's working all your obliques and everything. So again, you want to step out, keeping your feet as straight as possible, and then you're going to walk it back in. So she's going to do 15 reps of this. This is for both sides, so she's going to probably split it. I would say 16 reps, so 8 and 8 to make it even. So those are the 4 exercises I'm going to have her start off with. And then we're going to see the progress in a whole week and see what's going on with her, so I'll update you then. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.